Alright. What are we doing today?
Alright, so we're gonna cut the locks off.
Okay.
Keep the length.
Yeah.
Do high tapers on the side, no C cup.
Okay.
And then a low taper in the back.
Alright, cool. I got you.
Yeah.
Probably like right here.
Right in here?
Right here. You see this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you want to keep majority of the left. That's 1. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Beam, and today we got another one of them things, man. As you can see, my client had a hair for about 7 years, and it's just time that some of them is becoming brittle, some of them is becoming thin. So she hit me up through IG and just told me like, hey man, it's time for me to cut these off. So I said, you know what, let's do it, let's get right to it. So as you guys can see, I'm going in on my low pro reds, the FX1 system. I'm just hitting literally the ending of the dreads, keeping all of the new growth like she said. So I'm just taking my time, piece by piece, brick by brick, layer by layer, and you know, just creating a level of consistency through and through. You don't want to cut none of the dreads beyond shorter than the other one, so I'm just trying to use as much new growth as I can. So as you guys see, I'm stretching the dreads up, and then I'm cutting the highest point of the new growth just to ensure that the hair isn't still locked, but it's still in afro, you know, mode for me to be able to do my thing. I ain't seen and talked to you guys in about 3 weeks either. You know, I just had a lot of family things going on. There's just been a lot of stuff going on, man. Just trying to get my mind right, trying to lock in, and just trying to do the things that we need to do. My OG been in and out the hospital, so you know, she getting better with her health now, but we had a crisis for the last 2 to 3 weeks. So we working, everybody getting it together, we staying consistent, we staying solid. So that's all that matter, man. So if you out there, you got family members, man, bring them in as close as you can. You never know, man. You never know. It could be your day. It could be their day. You get what I mean? So now I'm gonna go in using some shampoo, just lather the hair up, add a little bit of water, get the scrubbing at the hair, and as you guys can see, just trying to make it a real nice, you know, feel good process for my clients. You wanna make sure that the hair is clean, but also you wanna be able to clean their hair at a rate to where it's comfortable. So after blow drying the hair and picking the hair out, I'm gonna go behind that using my low pros now to officially shape the hair. Now with me shaping this hair, I'm shaping the hair to get it all down to one desired length, because once we wash it, once we pick it out, a lot of them hairs that was still caught in the dreads that we didn't see, once picked out, you know, those hairs will be longer than the actual new growth area. So as you guys see, we're just gonna trim this up and get it all down to one desired length, just to make sure that we have some form of evenness. Shout out to my dog Jern Boomin' too. It's a hard beat. I like this one. It's not a crazy too hard sample, but it's something that I could talk over, something we could have a conversation over, you know, something that we could just, you know, get back in that bag. I got some clips that in my computer though, man. I can't wait. I'm finna drop bombs on them on YouTube. So just, you know, just stay locked in with me, stay consistent with me, man. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible, just with so much stuff going on. I'm not trying to make no excuses at all, but y'all know Beam, like when I'm in that mode, I can't be dealt with, bro. So, you know, just give me the chance to get everything together. Like I said, I had family emergencies that I had to tend to over the last couple weeks, but we back, we rolling, and I got a bunch of stuff in the stash. I got like 10 videos for y'all in the stash, so we finna go week after week, and we finna bang them over the head non-stop. So now that we got the hair down to that one desired length, we got everything as even as possible, let's get into the taper work. My next step is to go in using my low pro trimmer, and I just want to hit the bottom of the vertical bar area. Not going too high. I'm noticing that our hair is thin, but at the end of the day, it's still super coily hair too as well. So I know I could take my time. I go in with a 1.5 guard completely open, just to trim some of that hair down. Then once combed, completely open with no guard on there. And I'm going up at least 1/4 of an inch, just giving myself some room to create another guideline. Now with that 1.5 again, completely closed, and I just want to tap at the hair. Tap at the hair, just stay consistent, tap at the hair, slowly but surely combing. I'm seeing the separation in her hair. I'm seeing how her hair is reacting and I got big guards on, so I'm not cutting it super low. Now I'm gonna drop down to that 1/16 guard, and I just want to blend in between there. You have to pick and choose. The hair is literally thin in certain areas, but you have to pick and choose. You have to be able to know exactly what's going on throughout the hair. You gotta recognize this hair pattern. As you guys can see, I'm just on the corner of my blade, just taking my time and now reshaping the ridge area of the taper, just so it could all flow into itself pretty good. Back to the 1.5, combing, 1 fading, 1 staying consistent, and that side is done. Now to the back, she want a super low taper, so as you guys seen, got low some just so we could make the taper as low as possible. 1.5 completely open with the grain, just getting the pattern down to that 1 desired length, getting it together just so we could set it up. It's clean. Just taking our time. Same thing here with the grain. Just trimming some of this hair off. One thing about this taper that I do like, I'm not gonna have to do a lot of work. Cause look, I go completely open right here, 1/2 inch. Not completely open with the 1/16 guard. Halfway. Fully closed. Now take the guard off, reshape that ridge area. One thing about the super coily hair, you don't have to go from no guard to 0 guard to 1 guard to 1.5 to 2 guard. You can literally skip guards because the hair is so coily that if you use the hilt of the blade, that you can perform and create a level of gradiency. As you guys can see I'm doing now, I'm creating a level of gradiency, just doing that C motion in terms of how I flick my clipper, and then also using the hilt of the blade to stay angled and creating feathery transition opposed to hard guidelines. Back down, fully closed. Telling you, life is different, bro. Now just hitting the nape area with an elevated 1/16 guard. Look, as you guys can see, like I'm not knocking off a lot of hair at all. I'm just able to trim through this hair and just be as consistent as possible. The super coily hair, to me, is some of the easiest hair to cut because you don't need as many guards. Yeah. It's simple, but it's consistent. Halfway again right here, just to ensure that we finna get everything where we need it. And now we move to the right side of the head, which is one of my favorite parts of the head, man. It's 2024, man. I know y'all see all this crazy stuff going on with the presidency, the elections. I just want y'all people out there, man, just keep putting y'all loved ones first. Just stay focused on you and yours, man. The world is a really dangerous place. It's a sick place. And I want y'all to understand and know that people are putting their lives at risk for the things that they believe in. And I just want you guys to understand, like, it's nothing wrong with being a person that's gonna fight for you and your family. So at the end of the day, just focus on you and yours, man. Like, the world gonna have a bunch of chaos, but how can you move through that chaos? Can you move like a vulture in a world full of vultures? I think the question has always been, America is supposed to be considered the land of the free, but when those times come, when they get really bad, can you blend into that? Or can you walk amongst monsters? Can you do it? Can you walk amongst chaos? I think people need to take a real long time to think about what they can really do in these type of times. And these type of times just mean ensure you and your family's safety by any means. Stay safe, y'all. My My next step is to go in with some hot lather, and I just want to put some hot lather around the lineup. As you guys can see, my client is just chilling now, man. We got the hair knocked off, we got the taper done, and we just chilling. We coasting our way through this haircut now, because it's all about like customer satisfactory. You want to add these different services in there to make the haircut more relaxing for the client. And as you guys can see, wrap it around my hands just to ensure it's not too hot. Now we go ahead and hit it with the hot towel. We take the hot towel off after like 5 minutes, brush the hair down some, add some Hold and spray to the client's hair, and we about to get into it. Let's make some magic happen. Alright, let's pop off. So now I'm gonna go in using my low pro trimmer, just tapping piece by piece. And as you guys can see, I just want to create a nice clean nape area. I know I have a female on my chair, so her skin may be way more like sensitive compared to my male client. So I want to take my time. I don't want to press too hard. I just want to tap and let the clippers do their work. I'm afraid of scarring her, and you know, when you scar somebody, they remember that. And her being the first time client to allow me to cut her dreads off, I just don't want to play with those chances. So as you guys can see, I'm just gonna tap my way into this and just be as safe as possible and be as consistent as possible. Don't wanna do too much, don't wanna take too much hair off, but you wanna be in a space to where you can still perform and put up the shots that you wanna put up. Same thing here, doing the vertical bars. As you guys can see, my trimmers, they there. They spitting that white crack. It's lightly, it's fainted, because at the end of the day, her hair is super like light and thin around the lineup area. So I'm trying to ensure that I can do something pretty dope. Doing the other vertical bar here too as well. Instead of starting in the middle, now I got 2 vertical bars. Now I can work my way in the middle all the way to one side to ensure that I'm creating a form of a symmetrical lineup for my client. Again, this is a female in my chair, and I don't want to give her too drastic and too harsh of a line, but at the end of the day, I'm beam, so it's gonna be some precision and there's gonna be some symmetricalness in it. Like, we focused on that as well. So, you know, just taking our time. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, this one of them beats. I just got the yeah, like I was about to kick a freestyle. So now we just keep moving all the way to the right. As you guys can see, hair is super faint, it's super light, but you can see the definition in the line. You can see the clippers doing their work. You can see me washing her hair and adding the Hold and spray, doing this work and serving its purpose. This is what the game is about. It's what the game is about. We elevated by any means, but we just taking our time and just trying to create client satisfactory. That's the type of barber that I am. Ain't about me being nice. I could care less if people think that I'm good or not. I care about how my clients feel when they get out the chair. So I assisted with Sean Cutt's hair color enhancement card, assisting it with my Beam Team cordless compressor using our color no drip, which was designed specifically for the skin. When clients that have light spots like this or thinner spots throughout the hair, you can use this color and stack this color. Stacking this color will allow me to create a waterproof base before adding any other color on top of it, creating a more longevity in the color, because color don't last a long time if it is in a dye, but our color lasts an easy 3 to 5 days, and some can get it to last over a week and 2 weeks. Just depends on how clients take care of it. But as you guys can see, I'm using it as a waterproof base to hit all of the lighter spots. Then I want to double up behind it and go behind it with hair fibers. And the reason I want to do that is because the light color literally serves its purpose and stains the skin for me. And then I go behind it with the fibers, which can build on top of the hair. So anybody who actually has an idea over what this hair color does and what color does will understand and know exactly what I'm doing. The liquid color lays as a waterproof foundation and it stains the skin. It brings some type of color to the skin, and then the fibers sit on top of that color, give the fibers something to stick to, but also let me build on top of the hair, creating a more dense look, which is creating a more realistic look. Next, I want to go in with the Tune 45 precision pack pencil. This is the best pencil on the market to me. This is literally a concealer pencil, same way women will conceal their eyebrows. You know, we just want to go behind and create some concealment, but also it's going to create some contrast between the haircut and the skin, giving it that pop, giving it that flare, giving it that flash, giving it that crack look. And that's what you want. That's what you want when you want that sharp look. You just got to be super light with the pencils. At the end of the day, if you overworking the pencil or you applying too much pencil, it's hard to move it. So make the lines as thin as possible if you can. Now you guys see I lay my client back, angle my rez at a 45-degree angle, and bring everything to the highest point. And as you guys can see, we tapped in. We tapped in. We tapped in. Gassing. Yeah, icy. I like it, it's clean. I think it's a shake back. I think the thinness of her hair, how we was able to create a symmetrical look, but also give her the type of taper she wanted to still keep her length in terms of her hair. I think we did pretty good. And I think we showed a high level of symmetry as well. Now I'm gonna go behind that. I'm gonna spray, add some water to that. I'm gonna go in using some wrapping lotion, or like a mousse, a lot of body, whatever wrapping lotion or mousse that you guys do have. You go ahead, you add water, you add a little bit of that. Then I'm gonna go behind that using a curl sponge, and whenever the mousse is too white in the hair and you don't feel like the color is fading, you can either pull your blow dryer out with your diffuser, or you can add a little bit of oil sheen, which will just immediately cut through that white and just go ahead and give me, you know, the natural black hair color. As you guys can see, I'm using the tips of my fingertips to basically style the hair, picking certain parts to make them stand up, pushing certain parts to make them stand down. I wanted to have that, you know, nice coily, you know, fro look after you get your haircut. So without further ado, as you guys can see, 7 years of dreads gone. She got a nice clean haircut. We let her girlfriend cut her first couple dreads off, and we ended it like this, you know, on a note. High professionalism, it's crispy, it's clean. I see you guys on the next one, man. May God bless.
Let me know what you think. You want me to change anything? Yeah, I think it look good.
Yeah.
I think it look good.
Thank you.
All right, now that's a bet. How long it's been?
That I had locked?
Yeah.
Probably since like 2017.
17, so that was 7 years?
Yeah.
All right, YouTube, so as you guys can see, it's another 7-year transformation. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button, subscribe button, the share button, and hit that notification bell to get alerted when new videos come out. I'm Beam, and I'm out of here.